Welcome to Guitar Wars Interviews.
Welcome.
What's up?
No, I said welcome.
Okay. Threw me off. All right. Welcome to Guitar Wars Interviews. We are your hosts, Sayer and Oni. Tonight we have up-and-coming band named Bleach, formed right here in San Jose. Let's get down to it. All right, so where's everybody in the band from? Like what city, what state, you know what I mean?
Where's everybody
grew
hail
up in
from?
Owasso, Oklahoma.
What the
Owasso,
fuck?
Oklahoma.
Ended up here somehow.
I'll
Caught a train
say
out here.
that's a cool name for somewhere in Oklahoma. I'll say that. Owasso.
Were you born and raised there?
Born in Joplin, raised in Owasso.
Oh, okay. At what age did you come over here?
Let's see. I was 18. I guess.
18. Yeah, all right. That's a good
No,
age.
that was after college. 22. I lied.
Oh, okay. And everybody else? Everybody else from the Bay Area? Everybody else?
Yeah, born and raised San Jose.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
The Shark Tank, dude.
What about you, John Boy?
From San Jose.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Born and raised?
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's dope.
Yeah.
All right, so how did the band... Oh, my bad. You got something to say?
I was going to say the grizzly we found over in the,
Oh, yeah,
the redwoods of Santa Cruz. We found that one.
All right, so how did the band meet, and when did y'all decide to form the band?
Do you guys want to do this one? Or?
That's all you.
Yeah, John and I went to middle school together and known each other ever since. And in and out of music, like a lot. Gave up music like twice before the band formed. And then we went on Bandmix, actually, a website, bandmix.com.
www.bandmix.com.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is not sponsored, by the way.
It's not sponsored. By them. I paid for it, and it's a complete waste of money. Don't pay for it.
So this is a negative review, pretty much. All right, I got you. Okay.
Yeah, it's an awful website that
Got
they don't
stuck in a
update.
band. It's a terrible experience.
It's like Craigslist for like musicians.
That's actually okay. That's fun.
Anyways, yeah, John and I decided one day that we wanted to find a drummer and bring songs to life, and we messaged like 3 drummers, and just didn't click through the messages. We're immediately like, all right, this isn't gonna work. And then there was this one with a default picture. It was like a shadow of a man, like like
silhouette, yeah.
It's like when Facebook.
Which is accurate. I am a shadow of a man.
And like Facebook, you know how like you don't choose a picture and it just immediately feels
just
like
the default
a
thing.
male. For some reason, you know that shadow is a male.
Yeah. You just tell by the ears. You know what I mean?
And the username was Mom's Spaghettio.
Okay.
All right.
So,
We clicked on the profile and saw that he liked the Parcels and Weezer, and we're like, we like the Parcels and Weezer.
Yep.
there you go.
Hey, we're not like when people are like playing like Creed and like Megadeth and the same thing is just like, all right, I don't think this is gonna work. And so we decided to message him. He messaged us back immediately, and we're like, let's meet in San Pedro Square. And we had a drummer at the time. He was a great guy. Loved him. We loved him, but
You didn't tell me you were double dipping.
yeah, we were kind of double dipping, just trying out.
Shit.
Yeah, and yeah, we met him, Brian, over in San Pedro Square, and we hit it off immediately. I asked him if he liked to eat raw meat. He said no.
That was the green flag.
That was the green flag.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, it's hard to come by actually. And we just hit it off ever since. Then we just decided to start jamming, practicing some songs. Hey, let's do some covers. And then that was it. Then we decided to do a live show.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
And where was your first live show?
Here.
Right here at Guitar
Right here
Wars?
at Guitar Wars, yeah.
Oh.
We were reaching out to you guys. We're like, man, we're finally like, John and I have been coming here since we were like kids.
Oh, you're saying like over at the
Yeah,
green
when
shop
you guys
too?
were
Yeah,
across the
yeah.
street.
across
Yeah.
the parking lot.
It was the Green Shop.
Mm-hmm.
And I played in 2 different iterations of bands here before, and it didn't.
Were both of those with John too? Was he in those bands? No, that was
It was
your
with
own
my
thing?
previous mates, and I hope they're doing well. But we just didn't.
Just didn't click that way.
No, it was just, I think my interests were going somewhere else, and theirs were. It was just creative differences, and
I see.
Yeah. So those 2 didn't work out, and so I was like, dude, like I finally have a band, like I really want to like bring here and do a show with, and I feel like we're doing really well. You guys gave us our first chance, and ever since,
Yeah, we were like bugging the hell out of Carlos.
Where were you guys?
We really were.
Dude, whenever you have shows, please invite us.
Well, from what I know, you guys were the first choice. You guys were the first to come up, and you were the first choice. Everybody else was kind of weird about it and very hard and picky. And
Yeah.
Well, you guys kind of came at it as like a job interview. You kept hitting them up, being persistent,
Yeah,
showing that you
exactly.
really wanted to do it. That's a good thing to do.
I think you're probably one of the only bands too that came to us, and we had to go to the other three.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think
That
that's like what kind of differentiates us, right? Like we're super easy to work with. We want to be as professional as possible. And
Yeah.
we're willing to work hard to do that.
You're willing to grind. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, I mean, we want this to be our job or our career, and so we treat it like such. You know, you dress for the job. You show up. You smell good. You perform well. Most of the time, you smell good.
You
And,
can be a little sneaky as a rocker. It's okay. I think they afford you.
Yeah, and we also came at it with Golden Light, the video, as like we knew that a lot of places wouldn't take us without something.
I see.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And so at the time, we saw Skrillex drop the Basement set.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah, and that's what inspired the Golden Light video, is that like a bunch of house DJs get to have fun recording sets in like bathrooms and basements and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And we have a studio. Why don't we just
Just
shoot
go
our
do
own
that.
thing? I'm pretty sure it's easy. It wasn't, but you know, live music's a lot different. Mixing live music in a room
Yep.
Mhm.
with amps and all that stuff is it's a whole different beast. But we wanted to have a resume ready to go, and so we did that video to kind of prove like, hey, we can play live.
Mhm.
And I mean, you guys gave us our first chance, and we are eternally grateful. Is that how you say it? Eternally?
Eternally grateful.
Eternally grateful. I would not want it any other place other than Guitar Wars to be our first live show, without a doubt.
It was pretty
Yeah,
dope.
appreciate that.
I was in the crowd. You guys played good. It was a really cool show.
I appreciate
There
overall.
were like
Yeah.
people actually dancing, which
Thank
I was
you.
surprised to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's like there's a community here. I've been to a bunch of the shows here too. Like
Right.
they will come out and mosh for you. Like they
Yeah.
really want to like.
And you
Hype
guys were the
the place up.
openers too, right?
We were the
Yeah.
openers, yeah.
I remember, and everybody asking for an encore too.
Right.
Everybody asked.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Your
Man.
first show, yeah, your first show, and everybody asked, so that was cool.
That's a funny story about that. We blew our load and played our encore early. And,
Yeah, dude, that's
we were all panicking up there, dude. We were
Ah,
so
man.
fucking like...
That's when you guys switched, right? You went to the drums and then
Yeah, that was not
Yeah.
planned
We
at all.
had to
No,
do
that
an
was-
off
that
the
was-
cuff. We had to do a second encore.
that was all improv.
We had no idea what we were going to do.
Yeah.
What's
Well, at
funny is
least-
that...
Yeah, at least you did it though.
Yeah.
At least it worked, right?
That's just a track we jammed to when we were bored. You know, it wasn't performable.
what was
Didn't sound
yeah?
bad.
What was funny was like how well we can read each other's minds, kind of.
Mhm.
Like we'll say
Well.
like the wrong thing, and I'll understand what is like trying to be said here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Lazy Eye was the one that we usually jam to.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So we all get together and we're all like looking at each other. They're asking for encore. My dumbass played the encore early, so I was like, "All right, here we go." And so we got done with the encore as part of the regular set, and then everyone started asking for an encore. And I was like, "No, that's it. Like we're done."
We're
That was our
done.
encore.
And then someone booed. And I immediately freaked out. I was like, "Oh shh!" I was like- and so I turned around. I looked. I was like, "What do we do?
I gotta do
They're
it.
gonna start booing. We got to do
Yeah,
something."
The show must go on.
This dude looks over and says,
So I'm also trying not to panic. And I'm like, okay, what's that song that we always play in the studio? Like, we didn't prepare it, but I was like, I think it's called like Panic Switch or something.
Mhm.
And I was like, yeah, Panic Switch, that sounds right. I'm like, Panic Switch, you know Panic Switch? He's like nodding along. He has no idea what
Yeah.
Panic Switch is.
And I'm sitting there trying to decipher. I'm like, Panic Switch. I'm like, so for some pickups. Oh, Lazy Eye. You mean Lazy Eye?
You had to do
John's
like a 3-hop thought.
Yeah, I look over and I'm like, what are we doing? He's like, panic switch. I was like, yes. I like panicked immediately. I was like, we're done. I'm done here. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I have no idea.
John has never heard the song
I've
Panic
never
Switch
heard
before.
Panic Switch.
He's like, what the fuck is that?
So
What is this?
he's like looking at me. I'm like, yeah. He's like,
All right,
what are we doing? I was
we'll
like,
have a
yeah.
good one.
Just have a good one. I
You guys
quit.
do this one.
Yeah, and then what did you do? What did you do?
Panicked.
This dude panics and walks off, which was probably the right move. But you know,
I just
and
see him walking away. I'm like, where'd you go?
I get on the drum kit. Brian plays the guitar, and
Yeah, I
The
look
rest
over,
was
I'm like,
history.
why is Brian on guitar? Why is Michael on the drums? Like, what is going on?
Did you just think we just pull the fastball and like some sort of elaborate prank?
Yeah.
No.
He's like, no.
No, we were all
I was just confused.
I think he saw the panic in my face and realized like this is not gonna.
Yeah, this is real.
Yeah, called an audible. It
Called
sort
an
of worked,
audible.
but
Anyways, that's the story of our first show. Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Well, so kind of going with that, like, do you guys like have any like secret like signals or anything like that, like to like you tell like where it's hey, like dude, I'm fucking nervous right now, or hey, we need to be doing this right, or like anything like that?
I kind of just look over like if he's gonna like press on a pedal.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay,
That's when I know something's coming up.
Yeah, oh shit, he's about to change.
Yeah, so we're gonna switch it up. So
Okay. All right.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we're that rehearsed.
Not that, not
Like,
there yet.
and in terms of body language, I think that we practice so much
Mm-hmm.
that we kind of just know. It's like really, we practice so much, it's autopilot.
Yeah.
So like kind of the philosophy. I remember when we were talking to Brian in San Pedro Square for the first time, it was kind of like we don't want to practice till we get it right. We want to practice till we can't get it wrong.
I feel that.
So by
That makes
default, we kind of play the song structures the way that they're supposed to.
Mhm.
Everything in between is like up to chance, kind of like
see,
how
I
panicked
see.
we are. But I think we rehearsed the song structures so much that we kind of just. But what was funny about that, I think you were gonna say it, so go for
I
it.
was gonna say.
Go for it.
Yeah, so I think this one was my fault maybe, but I don't know. So you can't think too much about like what you're playing, or else you'll overthink it.
Yeah.
So you kind of just you click into autopilot. But at one point, I kind of woke up from my autopilot, and I was like, I think I just like repeated the verse that we just finished, and then I was like looking around at them, and I was like, well, I think they're like just following along. And then we were kind of in uncharted territory because like we've played it's like a loop in the song.
Yeah.
And so it's like, are they gonna follow along with me or not? And I'm like looking around, and they're on board. Like we can just like roll with the punches, and like we have that chemistry where we can just like kind of figure it out. And even if someone like forgets, or or we play the verse again or whatever, like we can just kind of roll with it and jam along, and then
Yeah, and it
then
still sounds
and then
good,
click
you know?
right back into the song. When we're like kind of recovered.
Yeah, he didn't tell me till after. I was like, oh, we did.
Yeah.
We did play that again.
So I was just
didn't we?
feeling it,
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so moving on to the next question. The name, where does that come from?
I can make something up. I mean, I was just playing my girlfriend's. I was gonna say, my girlfriend's. I'm trying to get this right. I always mess this up. My girlfriend's little brother and I were playing. He just got a PlayStation. Made a band or made a account, and it was just Bear Bleach. And something about that, I was just like, that has like a really nice ring to it. I really like that. I asked him, what does that mean? And he's just like, what are you talking about? So what is Bear, like, why did you choose Bear Bleach? And he just said, dude, not everything like means something.
Yeah, yeah. I've heard
And I was
that.
like, that is actually kind of profound. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Deep.
like,
You're
yeah.
an asshole, but
He's like, why
He
the
sold
fu-
me on it.
Why are you trying to put meaning to my shit?
Yeah.
It's Bear Bleach, dude.
And,
But maybe it means something to everybody individually.
yeah.
that's the cool thing about
yeah,
stuff
so
like
it's
that.
kind of like you get to choose. I don't really care.
Mhm.
I feel like we're all about the music. Like it's less about like the performers of the band. It's really about like we just want to play good music together.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys like have any like pre-show rituals or routines or anything like that? Something you like guys do to get yourself
Oh,
hyped
man.
You
up?
guys all
Yeah,
huddled up
they
in a
already-
circle
Yeah, it's like,
and
like,
yell at
they-
each other's faces. Are you ready?
John knows what I'm about to say. Do you guys have anything before I go on and preach?
Go for it.
I cold plunge.
Oh yeah.
I love to get into like 39-degree water
Okay.
for about
Oh.
10 minutes
Yeah.
till I can't feel anything. Try my best to meditate in it. And I think it's just the initial shock of getting into the water that's the best.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Forcing yourself to do something, because right before you get on stage, you're going to have that kind of freeze up moment.
Definitely.
And can you push through that?
Mm-hmm.
And it's always with the like anything uncomfortable, it's always the initial impact of it, but once you get into the groove of what you're doing, it kind of just becomes easier.
Why are you laughing over there?
You see that?
So I cold plunge.
That's
And
so
I
cool.
try not to listen to music, oddly enough.
Really?
Yeah. I try not to listen to music.
I'm the other way around. Like,
Really?
especially like when I record or if I'm gonna record somebody, I like to listen to music to get my ears and
Oh.
myself ready for noise.
If I'm gonna record or anything,
Yeah.
I don't listen to music. I go like on a music fast.
See, I read that somewhere that it's better to again listen to at least that genre of music that you're gonna record, or especially for me in my job, right? I record random people.
Right.
So if I get like some female singer, it's best that I listen to some female singers,
Yeah.
get in the tone of it, see what they do,
You
take
guys-
some of their ideas.
Yeah.
Almost like a template,
Yeah, almost like a template, and then just prepare myself. Yeah.
I'm kind of with Michael. I kind of just like to clear my mind and have like a clean slate going into the
Yeah.
set. And I'm actually the exact opposite of you. I take a hot plunge, like hot shower.
I go as hot
like
as I can.
just sit down, let the shower noise, it's like white noise, and like
Yeah,
kind of blocks things
yeah.
out. I just clear my mind there, and then I'm ready to go.
That's sick.
That's nice, yeah.
What about John?
Actually, I don't have a ritual.
He just shows up and he's
I
ready.
show up and I'm ready.
Yeah.
Stone cold John.
Stone Cold John.
Always ready.
I probably should
He said I probably should come up.
I
with
mean,
this.
hey, if it's not broke, don't fix it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's true.
Always
too.
ready to kill, man.
All right.
I try not to warm up either. Weirdly enough.
That
Which-
last set I didn't warm up at all.
Yeah,
Showed up
I
with an
tried-
extra cable, we plugged in, and I'm good. to
It's
go.
it's really odd. I don't know what it is. The day of, I don't warm up on guitar, which is really stupid. I think because I mess up a lot in the beginning.
Yeah.
But I
With
mean, if
gu-
they don't hear it, then I
with
think-
guitar,
yeah.
there's room to mess up.
Yeah, with guitar, I feel like
There's
yeah,
only
it's,
one guy that can't, and that's the drummer.
Yeah.
That's the only guy that
Screwed.
can. Fuck up
I mean,
everybody
yeah.
else.
I got a lot of notes to hit, and I have to hit all of them.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like
At the end
Guitar
of-
Hero,
yeah.
100%.
At the end of the day, it feels like it's just rock and roll. You know
Yeah.
what I mean, like you can
That's
just mess up, and people think it's cooler. Actually, you get the live experience.
Yeah, what about future shows? You guys planning on doing future shows? You got anything booked up? You guys busy at all?
So I know that we are right now in the talks with the X Bar, finalizing a show there. Perhaps a radio station. I don't want to name them in case it doesn't go through and I get really butthurt.
I know the radio station you're talking about. That radio station, as far as I know, they should pull through, because that radio station, even like for people like us, very small.
Yeah.
If you hit them up and you're like, "Hey, can you play my music on your station?" They'll say, "Yeah." They have
Yeah.
nothing to lose and
No, they're really
everything
good.
to gain.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
It's the college.
Yeah.
That's what
Mm-hmm.
And no, they're really cool. I listen to them like as much as I can. I don't listen to radio very much, if I'm being honest. You know, you
I
have
don't
Spotify.
either.
You can choose what you listen to. Why?
He said-
Anyways,
so this isn't.
I'm not
Spotify.
trying to
Not
knock you
sponsored by
guys. I'm so
Spotify.
sorry. I'm not trying to knock you.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah. No, but like
So the radio forever.
Yeah, I mean, I work a full time job. I feel like my time's limited. So, but I think really right now what we're trying to do is just dominate the local circuit.
Yeah.
Just because I think we love the city. You know,
Yeah.
Shark Tank. I grew
Shark
up
Tank.
here, and it's really cool to see places that I grew up around and visited a lot and actually perform there. It's kind of like you get to
Mhm.
go behind the curtain of how like everything works.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah, and so I think that I myself personally am a little bit more obsessed with like dominating the local circuit.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that Brian gets out more than I do, and he's hit up some places in San Francisco too.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah. There you
Yeah,
go.
eventually want to expand our area of operations at SF.
Yeah.
Play some cool.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Kinda
cool clubs up there.
Check out Santa Cruz too.
Yeah,
Catalyst.
Catalyst.
Yeah, the Catalyst.
yeah.
I know
Really
a
like
bunch
those
of guys actually that started here, and they
Mhm.
ended up playing shows over there at the Catalyst.
Yeah, Catalyst is cool.
Yeah. All right, expanding on that, like, do you guys like have like a dream venue or anything like that you want to
Oh,
play
man.
at?
I do.
Like,
Oh,
like something that you feel you guys need to do as a band, like play there.
I mean, shooting for the moon. I want to say like Red Rocks. I would
Yeah.
love to play Red Rocks.
That'd be sick. Anybody else?
I can just think of so many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
all of them?
A lot.
Yeah, it would be kind of crazy to like play at SAP or something.
Yeah.
that's what I was
That would be
thinking.
really
trying to
crazy.
dominate the local market, be at the
Like,
SAP
or-
Center.
Yeah.
Or that'd
Or
be sick.
Madison.
So
Square
mad they
Garden.
changed
What's
that.
the one
That's
where we
like
go
so
see
crazy,
Caifanes
but-
all the time?
Yeah.
The Civic Center.
The
Yeah, we
Civic
see
Center.
Caifanes.
That'd be-
I was
that'd be
so
crazy.
mad when they changed the name from HP Pavilion to SAP Center. Like, we're a bunch of fucking saps. Like, I was so mad about that.
I had a buddy that, and that's the first thing he told me when he
Mhm.
found out that they changed the name. He was like, "Oh, dude, I like bunch of saps. Sappy, you know, like
Yeah, exactly.
I think mine has to be like Shoreline.
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 Just
Yeah.
because like
Shoreline
I go to
cool.
Shoreline so much.
Mhm.
This,
You know-
just this year alone.
You know why they made Shoreline?
Hmm.
You know?
Hmm.
They made it for Jerry Garcia.
Really?
Yeah, they specifically made Shoreline. What is it, Mountain View, right?
Yeah.
They made it
Yeah.
specifically for the Grateful Dead. They're like, hey, we
Oh,
want
wow.
you to play here every chance you get. So we'll create a venue specifically for you in dedication to you. So that's technically their venue.
He's not the one that said that he hated hip hop, right?
That is the one.
Yeah, jackass.
That guy is a
Ass.
jackass.
Yeah, how unfortunate.
Yeah, I
Unfortunate.
personally don't like them. I
They're
can't-
from San Jose, right?
No, they're from SF or like Palo Alto or somewhere. Yeah,
Ah.
yeah, they're from the Bay Area, but
Mhm.
I guarantee you guys, San Jose, if you decide, we will be the second best band to ever come out of San Jose.
I don't know. There's Green Day too.
There's
so I
Smash
mean-
Mouth.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
not
Green Day's-
topping,
Green
that's why
Day's
I said
Oakland.
second. We are not topping Smash Mouth, dude.
Smash Mouth
Yeah.
came from San Jose.
San Jose is
Yep.
yeah,
That's
San Jose.
awesome.
Or
Natives.
Deftones. They're from Modesto. Yeah,
Deftones.
Deftones from
We're not
Modesto.
Smash
Michael
Mouth.
Michael was telling me that Stevie Nicks.
Was Anita for a while, yeah? Or she's Anita?
Yeah, or who's the other band?
from here?
Like, not from
Switchblade
here,
Symphony. I don't know if you guys know Switchblade Symphony. They're a 90s. It's a chick band mainly. They're like Nine Inch
Mhm.
Nails basically.
Hmm.
They were from SF.
They're nuts,
Super
yeah.
big, but by the end of the 90s, they
It sounded they lost their sound kind of like.
no, they just stopped.
They just stopped. too.
Yeah, they had arguments because somebody wanted to
Mm.
go in a different direction with the band, and the
I
other
see, I
person
see.
was like,
Person.
nah.
Yeah.
You know how that goes.
Stevie Nicks, yeah, Stevie Nicks went to San Jose State, and that's where Fleetwood Mac started.
That's crazy.
Mm.
Yeah,
I
and she
see.
dropped out just like me.
Mm.
I'm like Stevie Nicks. I
Yeah,
dropped
the-
out of college.
I'm like,
the Bay Area is full of, we have Zendaya's from here.
Yeah.
Oh, yep, yep.
Fucking the guy that just passed
Yeah,
away.
Angus
too.
McLeod.
Angus,
Yeah, rest in
yeah.
peace, Angus.
He just passed away recently. He's also from Oakland.
Yeah, I guess San Jose isn't really like known for
Mm-mm.
anything.
No,
I mean, it's kind of
No, you
odd. It's
guys-
an odd
we have a
city.
lot of stuff.
We have everything.
Cesar Chavez.
Yeah.
we
That is
have,
true.
The tech industries, Facebook, Google. That was
Mhm.
all around here.
Was the term something of all trades, master of none?
Jack of all
Jack of all
trades,
trades,
master.
master of none.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you got to
So-
finish the quote. It
Yeah.
keeps going.
Oh yeah, it's like a jack of jack of all
Jack off
trades.
trades.
Is a master of none, but it's like something
It's
like
better
but
to
it'd be
a master
master
of one than a master of none, or something
yeah,
like
something
that.
like that.
Is that like Wu-Tang Clan?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's San Jose.
Yeah.
But I mean, I love it. I mean, there's always something, right?
Yeah, of course. This
Yeah.
city that's crazy keeps growing.
I mean, this
Seriously.
is our opportunity to put it on the map. Like,
Exactly. Yeah. It's
Yeah, keep
Right
it
next to
going.
Smash Mouth. I mean, Smash Mouth didn't do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, exactly.
all right. So like kind of going back to like band woes and everything like that. Was there a moment like where you guys felt like all hope was lost? Like like the band wasn't gonna go anywhere or anything like that. Like, did you guys have a moment like that?
I don't think that. I really don't think that at all.
Mhm.
Like,
Or what
this
about
is
the
gonna work.
opposite then? At what point did you realize and look
Yeah.
at
But
the guys?
let me hold on. Let me go back to this
Yeah.
one. This is a good one because we
Thanks.
did and the people, Lisa, I believe it was, amazing. They did great, but
Mhm.
setting up a show on our own, we showed up with a generator, a PA system,
Mhm.
and had to set up a show in the Rose Garden.
Okay.
And I have never been more stressed out, more pissed off, more short-tempered than
Mhm.
setting that up.
Yeah.
I mean, we started from scratch. Like there was dirt ground. when
Oh,
we got there.
like you guys had to fucking build everything, like the
Everything.
stage
power
and shit.
PA system. Yeah.
Wow.
It was a nightmare, a logistical nightmare.
What was the
Mhm.
sound guy?
And we were
You know what I mean?
everything. We were the sound people. We
Yeah.
were the band. We
Yeah.
were the roadies. We were everything.
Did you get paid for this, or is this
No,
a free?
absolutely not. That was a free event.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
that
you gotta take some of those.
Yeah, you guys do.
yeah, and so Guitar Center, we rented a PA system from them, and we rented a U-Haul, rented a generator.
Damn.
We couldn't figure out how to get the stupid ass van near enough to like unload easily, and we finally did, and it was like already time to play, and we're like half an
Mm.
hour through our set,
Oh man.
and
Did
we
you
haven't played
guys,
anything.
Did you guys get threatened by a guy with a gun too?
Yeah, there was a guy with a gun, dude.
Yeah,
What?
that was weird.
Yeah, he was walking by us. He was like, "Hey, what's going on here?" He's just had a gun in his pants,
Yeah.
just sticking out.
Really?
Keep
He's
in
like,
mind,
what are you guys doing?
keep in mind, this is not the fanciest rose garden. This is like the sketchy rose garden.
This is the
And, like,
heritage rose
I've
garden.
been on like a date there before and got chased by a dog. So
Oh, no way. Damn.
quite the experience. So to say that we're playing there was a weird,
Yeah.
weird thing.
Yeah, when I was going on saying like we're gonna play the Rose Garden, and everyone was like, "Oh, dude, we can't." I was like, "Not that one." And
This one.
yeah, we showed up. John and I were like by the van, and I think Z was there too. And the guy showed up. He's like, "Hey, what's going on here?" I was like immediately noticed like the gun in his like pants. I was like,
Oh shit! Like,
just putting on a show. He's like, "All right." He's like, "What do you guys play?" It's like, music. We're like, I don't know, dude. We play some dance stuff, I guess. He's like, okay, I might be back. I might check you guys out. And I was like, I looked over.
He said, "Please don't."
I looked over at John. I was like, "Was that a threat?"
It's
He
so
said, you
funny.
guys better be good.
It's funny because Z thought it was like a friend of ours.
Oh,
I
shit.
thought we knew him. I'm like,
No.
Yeah,
No,
they're not
that
that
is a
sketch.
homeless person.
yeah. It's like, dude.
Yeah, anyways,
Come on.
yeah, so we finally got it all set up, right? We get the PA system like hooked up, plug in one PA, got it working, go into the bag and try to find the other PA speaker power cable, and it wasn't there. And I was like, man, the dude from Guitar Center only gave us one.
Oh,
So I had a good friend of ours and somebody else go check out where the other bag is. Go check out the other bag, make sure the speaker cable isn't in there. It wasn't in there, they said. Brian pulls the most clutch move and just runs over to Target. Target doesn't have a cable like that. You have to buy an Xbox with it or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. I was looking through the electronics section,
Yeah.
and then while this is going on, I'm rushing around. But the aisle that I need to check, there's a guy having a full blown meltdown in that aisle.
No.
Like, he was off his rocker. And there's Target employees like trying to corral him so he doesn't like scare everybody out of the store. And of course that's the aisle that I
Yep.
need to find this cable.
Yes, yep.
Finally to clear him out, I look over, there's no such cables.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what? I think I have that cable at home.
Yeah.
I ran home, which was like 5 minutes away.
Okay.
Mhm.
I ripped the cord out of my Xbox. I just like peel out, come back to the venue.
Yep.
I'm like running up, and I think you guys like just about started playing when I showed up.
Yeah, I decided, I was like, man, we can't sit here and play nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And it was funny because one of our guys that help us out, I won't name names, but I was looking over and Z was kind of sound checking, and he had this dude playing the synth, but this guy does not play music at all. So he's hitting random keys and it's blasting through one PA speaker. I was like, this is worse than nothing. Like, this is just noise. And we have our banner there. I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
stop.
Somebody thinks Bear Bleach is out here just pressing
Yeah,
buttons.
like we're like some drone band. Or
Yeah.
and so I was like, I started playing like bastardized versions of what we were going to play. And then through the roses, I see Brian walk with the car came like this.
It's like holding that boombox.
Yeah.
He got it, and yeah, we plugged it in. We played like half of our set,
Mhm.
and people really enjoyed it. I think this fall we got an offers to do a pumpkin festival.
Oh, nice.
Some of that story up. I went to go put away the PA speakers, and Brian was standing right next to me. I was thanking him for being my rock, and I find a fucking power cable in the bag.
Oh,
Yeah, and I was pissed.
no.
I just look at Brian. I was like, I'm gonna let this go.
They're just not going to bring it up. 'cause
Narrator,
someone's-
he didn't.
So you didn't.
Yeah. But yeah, we went to Denny's. We talked about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was like the like, I guess if you want to say if it ever came to that, that was the
Mhm.
closest. I was like, man, this isn't working.
I see.
But it was
Okay,
just
okay.
that situation. I don't think that about the band. I was like, we're still rolling forward and we're still,
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
we didn't
gotcha.
give up.
Yeah,
So
What about the opposite of that? At what point did you realize, like, hey, this is it?
we got it.
We're
Like, you
doing
know
this.
what I
We're in
mean?
the
Like,
bag now.
Mhm.
If we fucking quit, then there's no point, right?
our show here,
Yeah.
yeah, it was kind of that, and I think the reception that Golden Light got.
Okay.
Everyone that we showed was like in love with it.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was really cool. At least for me, I was like, I think this is something
Yeah.
Yeah. that we can tackle a project like that and get it done. because everything was DIY. Everything still is DIY. I mean,
Yeah.
this is DIY.
It's gonna be DIY for a while.
Yeah, for a
so,
long time, but it's like
DIY till I die.
Yeah, pretty much.
Someone will come up with an idea, and then we'll all kind of like throw in our 2 cents, and then
Yeah.
just get the thing done. That's
Mhm.
it. And that's why I'm like really grateful for this band. We just
It's anti-corporation.
yeah, I guess. But if they want to pick us up, dude, I'll
Hey,
push.
man.
I will push a gasoline company any day, dude.
That's hilarious. Making Chevron songs. I'm with
The
it.
Chevron song, buy gasoline.
Buy gasoline.
I will switch up any lyric you want, dude. You see me like doing Jeep commercials, dude. Trash ass cars.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I've been playing music for most of my life,
Okay.
right? And like at a certain point, it's like you don't really realize that like you actually do have a talent.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like it's just what I do. It's like
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not like sometimes I'm like happy with how I play and stuff, but like I'm not super impressed by how I play.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
I've just been learning myself how
But
to
you'll
do
catch
that,
other people being
Mhm.
super impressed.
Yeah,
Like,
and so like
wow.
you start to see people appreciate your music, and even like it's sort of imposter syndrome in a way. Like
Yeah.
you just forget like you can actually give people emotions.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
Mhm.
And especially when us three are all together and like in Z2, like there's just a magic that happens.
Yeah, exactly.
And just
Mhm.
a kind of an electricity that's really cool to see.
Yep.
I'm sorry that Z couldn't make it. He had an emergency badminton.
Well, let's talk about that guy for a little. Who is this mysterious character
Zia.
that's not here?
He's a badminton champion. And, he missed today. I swear to God, dude, he is at a badminton match right now.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
yeah, no,
He's
yeah.
playing
I
badminton.
asked if they were joking, and they said, "Yeah, no, he's at a badminton
He's
match."
actually-
Hey, this
Is
is
he
a
playing?
reminder when I edit this that I'll put that text message on the screen. He really said he's going to badminton.
Is he playing or is he supporting?
I think he's playing.
No, he's playing.
He better be
Shit.
winning too.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Represent
I
him.
better see a trophy for missing this interview.
Right.
Yeah.
He'll bring it through.
So, but who is he? Let's talk about him. Who is he to you
Well,
guys?
he's the one that introduced us.
Yeah, so my girlfriend invited me to this house party,
Okay.
and so I walk in just straight in the door. I'm there 2 seconds, and this guy comes up to me, and he's like, "Hey, you play music, right? Like you're a musician?" And I'm like, "How do you know? Like I've never spoken to you in my life." And that was Z.
Okay.
And we just got to talking, and he's like, "Yeah, like I play guitar and I play synth and stuff." And I was like, "Oh, cool! Like we've been looking for a synth player."
Yeah.
And he seemed like a chill guy, and I was like, "You should come down and jam with us." And so we set up a jam session, and then he actually got there first to the jam session before me. I was late. What you want to tell him?
Yeah, so Z walks in through the door, and he has a guitar with him.
Yeah.
He's like, Brian told me this is a synth player.
Why you got a guitar?
Yeah, we're like introducing ourselves. What's up, Z? And something happened at work that day. I was short tempered, and Z walks in. He walks past me, and I'm looking at John talking to Z. So John's facing me, and first thing that Z said was like, "Hey, so just so you know, like, I don't really play synth." And my face was like, "Man, what the?" But man, that guy can play guitar. He can really play guitar.
Mhm.
And he showed us a song that he like started writing, and I immediately was just like, "This guy is a different level."
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's super talented.
He's very like he has an ear for it. He really does. And we jammed with him, and he can solo, and I was just like, we need to have someone like this. He just meshed.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Musically just meshed. And so yeah, he's in. You'll see him in the video. He
Mhm.
plays synth. We want to
Plays
have
gong.
he plays gong.
He plays the guitar.
We really want him to start playing guitar and really showing off like what he can do. Like
Mhm.
he's only been playing synth for like months now.
Really?
Okay.
Okay.
Right,
He
so-
plays pretty good.
He does play pretty good.
Yeah.
That just shows how well he can learn and
Yeah. Adapt.
implement it. Yeah, and
Yeah.
adapt.
Mhm.
But I mean, I really want him to show off what he can do on guitar. Like I think he beats me any day.
Yeah.
So,
That's crazy.
yeah.
Yeah, Z's very like natural. Like he just like makes something from like nothing,
Yeah.
and it's really nice to see because like sometimes like, he's like playing something, and I'm like, oh, it's a song. I'm like, what song is it? I just made it right now. I was like Dude, that's really freaking nice. Like,
That's sick.
yeah.
I'll shout out Z. Hopefully
Shout out
we see
Z,
more of
yeah.
him.
Hopefully we'll update you if he wins that match.
The second interview, he'll be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, so right now, like, are you guys listening to any artist, like a new artist, or just any artist that's like speaking to you, kind of inspiring what you're doing, or just something that you like?
And basically, who are your inspirations? Where does the sound
Yeah.
come from?
Well, right now I'm listening to Secret Attraction.
Secret
It's a
Attraction.
band. I think it's a 2-piece,
2-piece band.
and it's
Okay.
really nice.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Like, what about it? Does it like?
Just the sound. I really like the sound.
Okay.
It uses like really nice, like very synth heavy stuff.
Oh, okay.
okay.
It's like really nice. And
I see.
yeah, they were actually here like this on Friday, I think.
Oh, they played a show.
Yeah, Santa Cruz or Saturday.
Oh,
yeah, I didn't go though.
No.
I missed it.
Ah, damn.
Shucks.
I think one of my favorite bands is L'Imperatrice. There's this French band, but they're like very focused on like just like super tight funk.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And they have some great guitarists, some great synth players, and the lead, she just has an amazing voice and like a super unique stage presence, and they all have a super unique stage presence. So I think in terms of like live performance, that's like kind of what I aspire to be.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
L'Imperatrice.
that's sick.
I think I'm like, I mean, as of right now, and John knows my schizophrenia with music, like how wildly like off the charts I go from like just every end of the spectrum.
Yeah.
But I think Bring Me the Horizon right now is like, I just saw them live.
Yeah. I saw them at Warped Tour a long ass
Dude,
time ago. Yeah.
they are absolutely amazing. It's between them and Fall Out Boy. They were at the
Okay.
same show, and I was listening to Fall Out Boy for a long time. I think wearing one of the shirts now. Yeah, just I think the songwriting, just how solid they are. I think just the song composition is what blows me away with those guys,
Okay.
and the talent that each singer has. Like Ollie Sykes and Patrick Stump are like two of my favorite vocalists. Two ends of the spectrum, but I mean, I think they're amazing.
That's dope, though.
Yeah.
I get you. So, like, kind of expanding what he was saying earlier, like, what are your inspirations? Like, do you feel like that come into play for Bear Bleach itself?
I think a lot of my habits
Mm-hmm.
come from like Japanese. It's called Visual K.
Visual K.
Visual K is like, so like bands like The Gazette and Duran Gray, like two really odd, like I don't think not a lot of people know about them, but I listen to them nonstop. I have their whole discography. I'm a freak about them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I know everything about it. Maximum the Hormone, another one. I really just like energy. I like feeling the energy through the actual recording.
Like,
You can-
almost like you're right there with them.
Right.
With, like, making it and everything like
and it
that.
makes you feel something, because not everything is a heavy song. Sometimes it's like a ballad that they write. But it also goes like for like Tetsuro Yamashita is another one who's like John knows more than anyone. How, like this guy is one of the greatest songwriters I've ever heard.
Really?
Yeah, Tetsuro Yamashita.
Oh,
Just I think like with stuff like that, it's not afraid to be sophisticated,
Mm-hmm.
but still have an energy. I don't know. It's really odd. It's just there's a different characteristic when listening
Yeah.
to something like that.
So, is it in Japanese, too? And, like, you're reading the translations? Is
Yeah.
that what you're...
No.
that-
So
okay.
what's funny about the singing, which kind of screwed me over as a musician now, as like the singer and like lyricist,
Uh-huh.
is that when I listen to it in Japanese, I don't even think about the lyrics. So the voice just comes across as an instrument.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
I get you, yeah.
But now as a lyricist, I don't know what to write about. So I was like,
Yeah.
I'm just sitting there.
I
like,
see what you're
alright.
saying,
So
yeah.
the way I like write vocal lines is I mumble them,
Mm-hmm.
and for like a week straight, I just try to fit words in there like a puzzle. And
I had a friend that did that, too. Yeah.
And but yeah, I think a lot of my stuff comes from like Japanese music and stuff like that.
course.
You know,
Yeah.
that's for me. What's great about this band is every single one of us has like a different.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure our music library is like completely different, but we meet somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I got you.
That's sick.
You got any on that, Brian?
I would just say that vocals are surprisingly hard to write. Like,
Yeah.
they're always like an afterthought for me. Like, I
Mhm.
just love the music, and then I'm like, oh, it could probably do with like a vocal line.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then I try to sit down and like write some actual lyrics, and I'm like, this is the cheesiest shit I've ever written. Or like, I have no idea what to talk about. Like you said, like,
Yeah,
it's just
no,
like
I get you.
it's a lot harder for me. Like, the emotion is in the music,
Yeah.
and the
Mhm.
words are like secondary to that.
Yeah, definitely.
It's funny you say that. I was watching a video of a girl talking about that, but the other way, she's like, I don't even pay attention to the music. Like,
Really,
it's all
Just
lyrics for
yeah,
me.
just the lyrics where they just
Yeah,
look
so
up
she
the
was
lyrics.
talking shit on us, like how we feel the music,
Yeah.
and for us, it's
That's
like, nah,
interesting.
music comes first, the lyrics come second.
That's insane to me.
Like,
Yeah.
because if I can't like move myself to it, like, what's the point of learning
Yeah.
the lyrics in a sense? You know?
Well, you know, a lot of people work differently, and that's it. Like
Well,
Jim
yeah.
Morrison from The Doors, he wrote everything first, then he found the
Mhm.
band later,
Mhm.
and everything
Mhm.
formed around him and his ideas.
Yeah. Well, 'cause
So
man
just-
was just out there speaking poetry, and
Yeah.
they just played behind him.
And they just played behind him and found out that, hey, this works.
Yeah.
This works for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's crazy. Seeing all the different techniques out there for everybody.
No,
Wow.
seriously, yeah.
How about you, John?
What was the question?
Like, what do you like? What
Inspires
inspired
you
your sound, like for Bear Bleach? Would you say
as a bassist?
as a bassist? Yeah.
I think my bandmates are a big inspiration to me.
Yeah.
That's cool. I never hear that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
Right.
yeah, no, really, and that, and
Yeah,
yeah,
well-
just trying to, play a good set. And
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's something. Like I said, I don't think I've
Yeah.
ever heard anybody say.
No,
The
nobody
rest
said
of the guys are my inspiration.
Can I change my
Mhm.
answer?
Is it too late? Sorry, everybody already
I
said
love
it.
John.
No, yeah, that's cool. One of the last questions, I guess, before we wrap it up, is the future for Bear Bleach. What do you guys strive for? Where do you guys see Bear Bleach? And I won't go 5 years, but the next 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
What are some things that you hope to see out of it? Next goals?
Yeah,
even?
like what do you feel you need to do to get to the next level type of deal?
So what my main goal is to become big enough to fight Jake Paul.
Somebody needs to knock
and
him
get a
out.
celebrity boxing matches.
All right.
And
We
I
can-
really just want to become like an Andrew Tate figure.
We can host you here.
Yeah, right. No, all that stupid shit. No, it's I think the goal is just to make this a career where we can do this
Mm-hmm.
for the rest of our lives. I don't think like fame is on the top of my list. I just really want to write and perform great music.
Yeah.
And I know that when we jam, when we improvise, when we like, there's just a moment where you kind of just forget where you are, and it's just
Mhm.
like a stream of consciousness in the room.
Yeah.
And to feel that as much as possible is what my life goal is.
Mm-hmm.
And the next 2 years, I think that when the crowds get bigger and we get bigger requests, and when we get like those type of reactions, it's just kind of an affirmation that we are a force for good. I know that when we shot that video, there was 2 kids here
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
that showed up. I don't know what they said. I hardly like got to talk to them because we were so busy trying to get everything
Yeah,
ready.
yeah. They were a little shy too.
Yeah, but they just looked through the window and they told us how like they thought we were great,
Mm-hmm.
and they went out and started grabbing guitars and stuff like that. And
They started messing around. with
They
it,
were a funny duo too. One looked like a super metalhead, and the other one just looked like a cholo.
yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah, that was all right.
And I just I got to hand them some stickers
Yeah.
and just like knowing that you were a good part of someone's day. You know what I mean? It's Cookie.
Cookie's getting tired. Thought that was somebody's stomach.
Yeah.
Go stuff.
I think she was growling in her sleep.
You have something to say, Cookie?
But just knowing that you're like you were a force for good in the world, I think
Mhm.
is my number one motivation.
Oh, it's the bear.
I forgot. Tell him, Cookie.
She doesn't like the bear.
No.
That's another thing we should talk about: the bear bleach, the bear,
Oh, yep,
the mascot.
Yeah.
Not many bands have one.
No.
I would say actually probably no
doesn't
fucking
say
I've
band.
much.
never seen a.
What
he
band
doesn't
do you
say
know
much.
has a mascot? Actually, none. Zero.
Yeah, we found him. He
The
just
red
kind of
ones?
stuck around.
That's sick.
Throw
Yeah,
scraps
yeah,
occasionally.
we domesticated him.
Gave him some honey, and then he was stuck here.
As long as we like
Gotta
throw
rub his
some like
belly.
El Burros there, you know.
It's El Burro.
Yeah, we throw him some El Burro, and
Yeah.
he's just stuck around.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
he's
sick.
great. Yeah.
Yeah, he's great.
No, the bear is gonna be at every live show from now on. It's a staple of what we do,
Mhm.
because it's fun.
Exactly. That's
at the
another.
end of the day is it's just like we want to have fun. Also,
Mhm.
Don't be so serious.
yeah, it's not
Yeah.
serious. It's like when these people like are up their own asses about it and just ruin the
Yeah,
fun. It's just like,
Yeah.
is this your existence?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You just
I
hate-
don't know. I can go on a tangent right now. I've been thinking about it, dude. Like people listen to podcasts and like how they fix America. It's like, dude, who cares? Like it's not about that, guys. Like listen to a song or two. Damn.
No, yeah.
There's some grass.
Yeah, it's like insane, dude. They're like, back to the Andrew Tate thing. He's like, you know what the thing about women is? He's like, please tell me. Tell me. Yeah.
I'm an expert of women.
Yeah, like everyone's an expert. Everyone's
Yeah.
like, I will be the first to tell you, dude, I'm an idiot. I don't know
Yeah.
anything about music. I don't know anything about music theory. I know what I like, and I'm going to duplicate it. That is it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like my philosophy towards this whole entire thing is like, I'm here because I'm experiencing today for the first time like everybody else, and
Yeah.
I just want to have fun with it
Yeah.
and not hurt anyone else. If
So
I can,
that's-
if what makes me happy makes other people happy, do that. Do
Mhm.
more of that. That's what the
Yeah.
world
Share
needs right
that.
now.
Yeah.
Not some like bullshit about like why other people are full of shit. I think
Yeah.
it's ridiculous, and I'm tired of like the polarizing figures. I'm tired of like all that. I mean, we can all unite over how stupid I am. I think that's my thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, yeah, I get it.
No.
Yeah.
So
All right. So you're saying next show he's gonna be surfing, crowd surfing, and everything?
Hopefully.
That'd be cool.
Absolutely.
yeah, we're gonna load him up, man.
Load him up.
That bear can
Get him a
drink.
That bear can
Drink,
drink.
Get a few swirls
Hey
in him. He'll
man,
be fine.
you seen that movie Cocaine Bear?
Yeah.
This guy.
Based off of him.
It's based off of him.
We have a swirl bear from a
Swirl
bear.
Ikea's, dude.
TheIkea's swirls.
IKEA bear.
What
Not
is
not
it?
sponsored by Keys, by
Yeah,
the way.
is the limit still 2? Can you only still have 2?
Yeah. Oh, is it? I don't
Yeah.
know. Is it that way?
You
You
got
got
4
four
now?
now?
You got
Oh,
4?
wow.
He said I can.
Our-
Everybody
he's-
else.
he's
He's
no.
a bear. He has a higher tolerance.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Our bear has
When they
fingers.
see the bear, that's 4 for him. A human, though, don't give him more than 2.
No, no.
Those guys will die.
Yeah, man.
Oh, exciting. I'm
Mhm.
excited to see where you guys go with this. I'm excited to see where it goes
She's
outside
excited
of
too.
you starting here.
Mhm.
You know, I want to
Yeah.
see how big it can get. And that's what I'm excited for.
Yeah, I think we want to take the time to thank you guys. I mean, you guys took a chance on us. You guys provided us with a beautiful facility, and let us shoot a video here,
Mhm.
similar to
Mhm.
Golden Light, and we're excited for it to get out to everybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
It
worked
was
really
fun.
hard on that.
It was fun.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun, and it took a lot of planning, and I hope
Mhm.
that the effort comes through. You can see it, and yeah, I can't wait for that video to come out.
Yeah, so everybody stay tuned for the music video. Guitar Wars Bear Bleach music video coming out soon. Shot last week here.
Mm-hmm.
Super excited to see that too.
It's gonna be dope.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a great video.
All right. Well, thank you guys for stopping by.
Thank
you guys
you.
for
Thank
everything.
you guys so
Thank
much.
you guys,
Yeah.
Guitar Wars.
Yeah.
Check it out, man.
See you guys again.
Yeah.
All right, then, everybody. Good night. You guys
Good
have
night.
a good one.
See you around.
Nice to see you. Now get the fuck out, please. Everybody, grab your fucking microphones too.
Order
Don't forget your
Serious on
bear.
Bear Bleach.